Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. This time, I'm a filthy seal clubber. I'm playing a tier 3 tank, the PZ-1C. I don't play low tier tanks very often, but sometimes they get voted for on stream. And sometimes, the hilarity that usually ensues from playing in these low tier tanks is needed to liven up a little bit. I don't usually put low tier tank gameplay on my YouTube channel either, because as we're going to see, the results feel a little unfair, and I personally don't enjoy playing against these low-tier opponents that much. Just feels rather unfair. Like kicking puppies, or seal clubbing, as the term is coined. So, in other news, Christmas is coming. We have a nice tree going up there, and this T-82 obviously doesn't like me very much. He rams straight through me and then starts firing randomly into the trains. Okay, well, I'm getting out of there. That guy obviously poses me quite a lot of danger, probably more than the enemy team. So the enemy are starting to make their way down the eastern flank. And this matchup, it's still a 49%er. Why? Because there's another filthy seal clubber on the enemy team as well. So what is this gun? It is a 7.92mm autocannon with 40 shells, capable of doing 8 damage on average each. We penetrated 21 shots, 32 shots into the side of that T-46, doing 250 damage, the entirety of that Tier 3 Soviet light tank's health, in one clip. And as you can see, the reload time on this tank isn't that bad either. You don't have to hide for very long before you're ready to go again and do another 320 damage. But the penetration is garbage, as you can see. We weren't able to go through the front of the Stuart, but as we got his side, he was unable. We went straight through him. Now the PZ-1C is trying to penetrate us, fires off an entire clip into our side armor, which was well angled. And now we have his side, which is not angled, and so we're able to go through him, at least with most of the shots. We penetrated 27 out of 40 there into the side armor of the PZ-1C, doing 217 damage to him and allowing my friend, the T-70, to finish him off. So we got shot in the side there while we were engaging that opponent. There is a Tier 3 British medium tank, the Medium 3, in the field. This isn't very fair. Oh, those British tanks have got no armor whatsoever. We put in 23 shots, doing 180 damage, removing him from the game. So as you can see, this PZ-1C is an absolute brutal tank. Has to be one of the best Tier 3s, if not the best Tier 3 in a matchup such as this. Whenever I play this tank, and Jingles always reminds me, there was a hilarious game that we were playing. You should definitely check it out. I think it's called PZ-1C Mega Troll on the channel. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll link it at the end of the video. But I digress. The situation has turned grave. It's myself and a T-70 versus 6 tanks on the enemy team. I flanked round to come up behind them. This Marder 2 is a very, very, very dangerous tank frontally. But we have the back of his tank. And he can have the biggest gun in the game and 3 kills in it. Doesn't count for nothing if the PZ-1C gets behind him. Very lightly armored German tank. Now a Kini comes out. We put 11 shots into him very quickly indeed, taking him out the game. Now it's 4 versus 1, guys. It was 5 versus 1 for a few seconds. Now there's a Medium 2 behind us. He puts in 2 good shots. Sorry, that was another Medium 3, not a Medium 2. And we put him down. Right. Well, now it's 2 versus 1. The odds are very much more even than they were. Well played to this PZ-3A though, and the Chi-Ha is on full health. We're penetrating him very well. We've done 203 damage to him. It's not enough. We need to get out of here quickly. Oh my word, the PZ-3A tried to shoot us as we were running away. and TK'd the Chiha for us. Absolutely ridiculous. Denies us picking up an 8th kill, but I'm not bothered. I have been reduced to 4 hit points, so what's my plan right now? My plan is to get some distance. That PZ-3A is a full health, equal tiered tank. All he has to do is to either lightly bump us or put 1 shell into us, and we're out of this game. So we need to get away from him. And when you're in your light tanks, and you're playing against medium tanks or heavy tanks, they have much higher health than you. There's an easy way. Well, there's a solid tactic that you can employ. Now, this is where it starts to become a bit unfair. The guy didn't even spot me there. He probably has a 50% commander. And that has massive implications for his ability to engage me. But he spotted me this time, and my tank is losing a lot of speed going over the train tracks. Oh, we're going to have to dodge a shot. Thankfully, the PZ-3A misses. We need to get some distance. He's actually rather fast in that little tank. I underestimated how quick that tier 3 German tank is. But hopefully, we'll be just a little bit faster. We've already done over 1,150 damage this game. That's enough to take out probably 5 or 6, well, 5 entire tanks at this level. So, what's my plan? How am I going to kill a full health tank when I have 4 hit points? When I'm not higher tier than him, and my armor won't really count? Well, I obviously have to use my view range advantage. If I was to go in cap here, the PZ-3A would simply go back to the cap circle, he would know where I was, and he would kill me. What I need to do is I need to find an engagement, hopefully at long range, where I can see him and he can't see me. And then I can control the engagement, use my enhanced view range compared to him to take him out, because that's really the only chance I'm going to get. I have to shoot him a lot. He doesn't have to shoot me a lot. So I'm just trying to avoid him and hunt him, stay in the open. Well, not stay in the open, but always to get eyes through corridors is what I'm trying to do. But still have exits. So this fallen tree will give us camo rating, and we spot him. We pull back to hopefully get another spot on him. And then we start to fire. He can't even see us. We're hitting him a lot. Our binoculars, we can't see him, but we've got our camo net activated now as well. So we are almost undetectable. And feeling the pressure, I have loaded a premium clip here. This is going to be very expensive. We're putting the shells into him. And we managed to take his track off. He's on half health now. He still can't see us. He's trying to guess where we are. I readjust my angle. And in retrospect, this was a silly idea. I wait for my camo net to go back up and then start to unload on him again. And this just feels so dirty. He's just sitting there, tracked. He can't see us. I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Even when 5 versus 1 at these low tiers, the battles really don't feel fair. And if I'm honest, I didn't get that much satisfaction from this game, even though it was a Kolobanov's medal. Sure, it was fun to blaze it round and take out my opponents, 1 versus 1 versus 1, but hopefully I gave you guys some insight into how the PZ-1C works and why it is my favorite tank to play when I have to play low tier vehicles. I have to admit, I feel sorry for this guy as well. Where is he? This little Japanese tank shot in the back by his friend when he nearly had just taken me out. So in this game we managed to pick up a Top Gun, a cool-headed model, I guess for bouncing the entire clip of that PZ-1C, high caliber, and a Kolobanov's medal, which I have to admit is my first one in probably too long. This was 1,214 base experience. We did 1,400 damage. And we must have just been too far away from that little Chiha to be able to get the lucky medal as well. Hopefully you guys saw the tactics that you need to employ in your light tanks if you want to be effective, even on small maps such as Ensk. And if you don't already have one of these PZ-1Cs, then I thoroughly recommend that you pick one up just for the hilarity that will ensue. And also, in other news, I have been playing World of Tanks Blitz. They finally released it on the Android platform, and if I can figure out a way to record the footage, then maybe I'll at least do a review on it for you guys. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like down below. And if you want to see an absolutely hilarious replay with Jingles, and I think also Ektar in the PZ-1C, then simply click up here and you can find it meeting a much fairer opponent in the form of a Tier 5 Soviet tank destroyer. And let me know in the comments below what you think about the PZ-1C. Do you think it's absolutely fantastic at Tier 3? Or do you think it needs to get up into a matchup like this to have an amazing game? And also, I'd be interested to hear what you think counts as a seal clubbing tier. For me personally, I think anything below Tier 7 really feels like it. And even if you get into a good matchup in a Tier 7 or a Tier 8 tank, it still feels pretty brutal for the enemy team. Anyway guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.